Hey, this is Sally Jane Brown. I am an artist currently based in Morgantown, West Virginia, USA. And I am mostly from the Midwest. I was born in Oregon, which is the Northwest, and then I spent most of my growing up in Omaha, Nebraska, which is a mid-sized town in the Midwest. And my parents took me to art museums, and my dad is a sculptor, so he took me to art fairs. And while I didn't appreciate it at the time, I think it really um, impacted the way I see art and appreciate art. I went to college to be a fashion designer, but once I started drawing, I just fell in love with simple pencil to paper and kind of the more conceptual approach to creativity rather than commercial. So that's how I see the world, is thinking about my experience and experiences of other women and mother artists around me. When I went to grad school, I noticed that the lack of women in art history, which I knew about before, but really realized that when I decided to really pursue my art actively. And so that also really impacts the way I see art and the world, and also the way I create work. I pay close attention to women and feminist artists around me and before me, and documenting and appreciating their work is very important to my work. So while my dad wasn't a full-time artist, he was always creating work, sculptures, and drawing figurative work. So that probably impacted me in terms of focusing on the figure. Living in the Midwest, I mean, the artists around me in my 20s, there was a fabulous group of women and feminist artists making work around their bodies. And so I think that definitely impacted me. My mentor, Wanda Ewing, is most notably a huge impact on my work. So not less so the place, but more so the people in the place really impacted my art making. And definitely I have been privileged to be able to practice my work. I still work full time, but I've always definitely been privileged to be able to make this work. And so that definitely impacts my ability to make it because I can. Like I said, Wanda Ewing, a feminist figurative artist, is a major influence on all of my work. She was the one who encouraged me to start making my crazy work again. I had a time where I stopped making work, and she really just said, "You do you. You know, if it doesn't sell, if it sits in the basement, you got to express yourself." So she's a huge inspiration on my work. Artists otherwise, Carolee Schneemann, who also created highly expressive, unabashed feminist work using her body, and also all of her writings about the importance of women making work about their body have really influenced me. And just so many feminist artists, Carrie Mae Weems, McLean Thomas, obviously Judy Chicago. I could go on. Basically, most any feminist artist working with the body definitely will impact me. Right now, I am focusing on getting ready for my artist residency. I was accepted into Proyecto ACE, an international artist residency program in Buenos Aires, and I am leaving on May 13th. And it's very important to me. My mentor, Wanda Ewing, participated around the same dates in 2011. So being in the city, being around other artists and curators, it's going to be so exciting. So I've got all of my work together. I'm going to work on my feminist tribute series, going to expand on that, which are drawings, figurative self-portraits that each honor a different feminist artist. So I'm going to expand on that. I'm also going to explore with printmaking, which I have really not done. I've made prints with my body, but I've never done printmaking. So I'm super excited about that. Biggest challenge of being an artist, selling work. Yeah, I'm not very organized in terms of documentation, in terms of promotion. I would love to have an assistant to be able to help me with all of that. And I submit to shows all the time. I submit to residencies. I'm pretty proactive there, but I'm just not a salesperson. Advice to my younger self. I would say it's hard to say because it could change the course of my life, and I'm pretty excited about where I am right now. But I would encourage myself not to quit. I did quit for a time, like I said, and I would just encourage myself that my work is important, my perspective is important, and that you should keep going. Yes, I have definitely tried unconventional techniques. I love body printing. I'm not the first one to do it, of course. Ana Mendieta, famously used her body in painting, and obviously Eve Klein. And so, but I am the director, I'm the model, and the artist, and I paint my body and I make abstract forms on canvas or paper or fabric. And I really enjoy the process as well as the abstracted result. Many people don't even know that it's a body. It's just fabulous abstract forms. And I really enjoy it. It's so much fun. I definitely listen to music while I work. I listen to kind of like soft female pop like Amy Shark, Morgan Saint, Julia Michaels. Sometimes I'll throw on Elle King. And so, yeah, the music really is important to my chill time when I get to draw and paint. The best reaction someone has had to my work would be, "That's beautiful. I want that in my home." Or, "Huh, I didn't think about that. That's interesting." Or a question about the work. I love questions. And so, what do I hope people take away from my work? I hope they learn something new, or they learn to see the female body in a new way. I hope they're inspired to research feminist artists, or maybe I hope they laugh or smile. My work is about optimism for the most part. And so, yeah, I hope they have a good time when they see my work. Thank you so much for having me on this fabulous show. I do have a show in September coming up at Monongalia Art Center here in West Virginia with my friend Amy Chaiklin. We are showing figurative works and feminist works, and I'm very excited about that. And if you'd like to know more about me and my work, you can check out my website, sallyjanebrown.com, and I'm on Instagram at salary_art. That's SALLERY_ART. Thanks.